Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We don't have any major change to yesterday's video. Just a quick update on the lower time frame here. We are still in this range. We are still here in a possible Elliott Wave triangle. This is still a valid view. Yeah. So far, I think it was the right decision to remain focused on the triangle because basically we've really only just run sideways since Friday when I started to count here the micro level on the triangle. I did take the micro labels off the chart now because we don't need them anymore. They were just sort of for education on the weekend. And the idea is still we could fill this triangle here with an E wave, basically a lower high. We don't need to go all the way up to 30K in this E wave here. By the way, this E wave would complete a B wave. Yeah, basically that B wave unfolds as a triangle. That is at least the primary expectation. Understand please that we are now on a lower time frame. This isn't really, let's call it a strong prediction or anything. This is purely that we're tracking the movements here. Yeah, what is more reliable is on the higher time frame that we are in a wave 2. And in a wave 2, as I said before, because there are always new viewers who don't know the background and everything, we are tracking here this wave 2, and the B wave could unfold as a triangle. We could also get a higher B wave higher in our resistance area. This is both possible and both part of the same scenario. It's just a different route within the same scenario that the market is taking. But in the primary view, we are unfolding here as a triangle, especially because the Fed interest rate decision won't be until tomorrow. So we have some kind of expectation that there will be a little bit more sideways movement until we get that decision. And this C wave can be counted as an ABC structure now. So we can count this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in wave D. And the E wave, yeah, we can now formulate a target for the E wave. When I gave you that D wave target, it did slightly overshoot to the downside, but I also highlighted to you that the targets within a triangle are not always super accurate. They are more guidelines to go by, but let's double check what we said about the targets here for the D wave again. So typical target is the 61.8 extension of the B wave, and there you can see that it was broken, yeah, a little bit. It came down to the 78.6 extension, but still sort of in that region, right? Now we can formulate, now that we at least say now that we know, I mean, we don't really know because this could still break, but we can make an assumption that this is the D wave low because it shouldn't really come down much lower. If it does, it will break the triangle to the downside. Wouldn't be a problem because it would just go in line with a higher degree assumption anyway, or higher degree wave count that we will come down eventually in a C wave. So we expect this triangle at some point to break to the downside anyway, at least based on what we see right now. So yeah, we can take the length of the C wave now, go to the low of the D wave, and then it takes us to 29,350 as a sort of guideline target for the E wave. Now, this is really just sort of tracking it for fun, I would say, because on a lower degree structure, and especially in a correction, these waves are not very reliable, yeah, because we are moving in a range. Best is to know the breakout points of the range, and as long as we stay below 30,050, the overall focus would remain on the downside, short term, yeah. The breakout point of the triangle would be around 27,260. What happens if we go above 30,050? Well, we would probably follow this WXY structure. I think I showed you that yesterday. WXY. And then in here, in the one second, yeah, in the Y wave, we had an A wave, B wave, and C wave. So this would be the count for a higher B wave, because the WXY would unfold, or the B wave would unfold as WXY, and that would enable the price to push above resistance. So Elliott Wave tells us here both scenarios are possible. We should not be too fixated on a break to the downside. But even if we get a higher B wave, the idea would be eventually to follow through to the downside. These are two, in my opinion, likely scenarios right now. And we are watching it, right? If it becomes apparent that we are already breaking out in a third wave to the upside, then I will make you aware as soon as I can. But for now, I have difficulties to see a direct breakout count here to the upside. Yes, in a B wave, yes, but not really in the third wave yet. Now things can change and I will make you aware if I see anything. But for now, the focus would remain on the downside, even in a high B wave. Yeah, we can go a bit higher short term, but ideally still would see that reaction in a C wave to the downside. Always bear in mind that from a higher time frame point of view, we are in an uptrend. So while the idea is that we will come down in a C wave to finish off this wave 2, don't forget that this is actually quite a bullish outlook. So sometimes in a, let's say, bullish trend, in an uptrend, consolidations or setbacks are rather shallow. So I will not rule out a third wave rally from here directly through resistance, but I don't see it as a primary at the moment. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.